Hi, I'm Shamel Lane and I'm a garden girl at 2peasindabucket.com. Every month the Garden Girl design team at 2Peas takes a little blog hop through and we answer a few questions about normally what we've been doing over the last month in terms of scrapbooking and what products we're loving, what's inspiring us. But this month we're changing it up a little bit and bringing you some videos where we answer some questions. The challenge we've been given is to tell you 5 things in 4 minutes. So I'm going to start the clock now and talk a little faster than normal. This is the same studio where I started the beginning of every video at the beginning of the year in 2011, way back with 4x6 Photo Love, if you watched that series at 2Ps. And then partway through the year we had to move away, we moved again after that, and then eventually this year we moved back here. So I'm back in my very, very favorite creative space, and all my videos come to you right from this room. The only thing that really stays in common when I create a page is that I stand right here at this desk and put everything together. But everything else, I really change up my process with what I start with. Sometimes I start with the photos, sometimes products, sometimes a sketch, sometimes journaling, sometimes just a technique I want to try. And for me, because I'm creating so many pages, having that variety in my creative process rather than a routine is what really prevents burnout. I think it's what feels to me that it prevents burnout, and I don't ever feel bored creating a page because I'm always following a slightly different process. I really am not the queen of organization in any means, but my key is to keep it really simple and to listen to the voices in your head. If you're thinking about reorganizing your supplies, take a few pages or projects as a guide and really, really listen to what you think as you're creating the page. Do you find that you're hearing yourself say, I want a bit of blue paper, or I want a die cut, or I want a star shape, or I want something from American Crafts Amy Tangerine collection? What is it that is that defining characteristic in your head? And then sort your things by whatever that voice says. If that means that you're sorting by brand, if that means you're sorting by product type, by color, by theme, by mood, any of those things. But go for the thing that is how you think as you put products on a page. On this one, I think I get to cheat a little bit because part of my working day is dedicated to scrapbooking, and I know that's not the norm for everybody, but I still have to choose from a big list of things I have to do. What time am I going to craft and what time am I going to do all that other stuff in life? So even though it's a little bit unfair, it's still the same sort of process, and I think I could talk for way more than 5 minutes about just making time. But for me, it's about figuring out your priorities and letting go of guilt. And to me, there was a big kicker in my life when I realized that if I made time for scrapbooking, I as a person was happier. I was in a better place because it's something that kept me grounded and grateful and all of those things. It gives me good perspective on life. If you find that you get some sort of personal benefit from scrapbooking, then I think it's okay to say, okay, I'm going to let the laundry slide for a day and I'm going to scrapbook, or whatever it is that is your trade-off. I'm going to let TV slide, or I'm going to let this slide. Obviously, there are things that take higher priority than scrapbooking, and don't skimp on those. But sometimes if you're at your wit's end and you really need that thing that's going to bring you back to your best person, your best reality, scrapbooking might be that thing. So don't feel too bad if you have to make time for it. To me, the finished bit is all about balance, and I want to look at it and feel like the page isn't off-centered, it's not one side heavier than the other. So I really look at visual balance and visual weight. Unfortunately, visual weight is something that it would take way longer than 4 minutes for me to talk about here, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. Maybe we need to come back to that someday. Okay, so that's my 5 things in 4 minutes, and hopefully I made it under time. We'll see how quickly I can get it compacted down to. And you can find me at shamel.com. There's a lovely link. And if you if you haven't subscribed already, click the button to subscribe if you want to see more scrapbooking videos here. This weekend there's actually quite a lot of video content coming up, so if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll get a notification when you log into YouTube. And then I've also highlighted here a couple other videos that you might be interested in if you're new to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed today's Garden Girl Blog Hop.